read books written by Indian authors or just in general books about India, its culture, its people, its society. And if you haven't read Malgudi Days by R.K.NARAYAN, then you're missing out on a lot of good things. Hey guys, I'm Avni. Welcome to Book Summaries, a channel where you'll find lots of book related videos, educational videos, personality grooming content, and that too both in Hindi and English language. So if you find it relatable, please consider to subscribe and also press the bell notification icon to stay notified. Today I'm going to talk about the Sahitya Academy Award winning author Sir R.K. Narayan's book Malgudi Days. Now I have always known about this book. I have known about the book, I have known about the existence of the television series, but somehow I never picked it up to read. But recently, in order to come out of my reading slump, I was just browsing for some light reads on my Kindle and this book caught my eye. From the blurb, I could make out that it's a collection of short stories and the language is easy and the backdrop is of India, so it's a familiar territory for me. So I thought, let's go ahead, give it a try. It would be a nice, easy breezy read. And also what caught my attention is just before the stories actually start, there's a foreword by Jhumpa Lahiri, who is also another author I completely adore. And in her foreword, she has mentioned about all beautiful things about R.K. Narayan and his writing. And she has actually mentioned that this book is a collection of 32 short stories. And if you are someone who is a beginner reader or if you want to make reading a habit, you should read one story in a day. So dedicating kind of a month to R.K. Narayan in order to get into a reading habit. And clearly I failed to do so. I finished reading this book in just 4 days, and that too because I was reading 3 books simultaneously. Otherwise I would have finished reading it in just one go. This book is a collection of short stories which talks about the daily lives and relationships of people, very simple and ordinary people just like you and I, and all of this is set in a fictional town called Malgudi located in South India. The stories, however, are not interlinked. They are all different from one another. All of their endings are different from one another. Yet somehow you will feel that there is a connection. You can actually picture that there is a town called Malgudi where all of these events are happening, and yet somehow all of these people are unknown to each other. The stories involve all sorts of people: entrepreneurs, beggars, doctors, students. There's a story about an astrologer, there's a story about a doctor, there's a story about a student. In fact, there are stories about animals as well. So it's a mixed bag of everything, and each and every story is so full of humanity that it will definitely bring a smile on your lips. One thing that definitely stood out for me in this book was the impeccable writing style. It is extremely classy. But that being said, if you are a beginner reader, you might face some difficulties in some of the stories because of the rich vocabulary words used. So you might need to consult a dictionary. But that doesn't mean that you won't be able to understand the whole context or you won't be able to understand the meaning of a sentence that is being used. But let me know if you want me to make a summary video in Hindi for any particular story from this book, because I think this book comes up in the curriculum for some literary students as well. So I made a video, a summary Hindi video for Pride and Prejudice a couple of months ago, and it just showed up like anything. It is amongst one of my popular videos. It is amongst my top 10 videos. So clearly there are many people who are getting benefit from such summary Hindi videos. So please let me know in the comment section if you want me to make a summary Hindi video of any particular story from this book. I'll do that for you. I also love the endings of each and every story. It's not that straightforward. So R.K. Narayan never reveals the ending in a straightforward manner, and it's like open to interpretations. So you'll go mad thinking what would have happened. And I love to read such stories or such endings which is open to interpretation for all. You should read this book because 1, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of literature and the stories are super quick and short to read as well. 2, if you are an Indian, you would be able to relate with all of the stories here, and chances are that you might have seen all of these characters somewhere around you. You might have met all these characters, or maybe you are one of these characters. And 3, you should read this book because it's storytelling at its best. You might have read several books about India, but very few are able to capture the true essence of India, its people, its culture, without actually judging them and putting any label to them. And this is definitely one such book. It's a real treasure. So go for it, purchase it, read it, and for that I'm mentioning the Amazon link of this book in the description box below. Go check it out and buy the book if you want and read it, and after reading it, post your comments in the comment section below and mention which story amongst all of these was your favorite. Mine was the doctor's story. And don't forget to check out my other videos as well and follow me on Instagram if you aren't already following me. I'm with the same name, Books Amaze on Instagram, and I regularly post there about books, the books that I'm currently reading, the books that I've purchased, and the beautiful places where I'm traveling to. So I'll see you soon with another video. Till then, take care of yourself and keep reading.